So this dungeon was going on for a long time, that's why we stopped mid-dungeon last time. We're approaching a boss of some variety, but there's still many snarfs to kill, unfortunately, so couldn't do it in one sitting. The dungeons kind of drag. I have not heard of Micro mages? What is that? Give us something to talk about while it's loading me out. It is micro mages. Still have not heard of it. Going from a game like Neon Abyss to this is very jarring. In terms of smoothness, I mean. It was a new 40 kilobyte NES game made in 2019. No, definitely not. Hey, this was made in 2019. It performs about as well as a SNES game. Or a NES game, rather. Padlock. Crabs. Reload your hand. You've heard of a zombie roguelike coming out soon? You have my attention. If you remember the name and it's on Steam and not exclusive to the Epic Store, bung it in Discord and I can look into it. I should definitely have one of my headphones on so I can hear it. Gotta hear them high quality snarfs. Oh god. I pressed a Tsushima button. The snarf seemed overly loud. In fact, it's so loud that it annoyed the dog, she just came through. Yeah, you did hear the snarf. See, he's pissed. Was it worth it for a cup of coffee? A coffee drinker would say yes. Well, probably the main point of no return for this chapter, I have to guess. This point being called the point of no return. I see you snarping. You didn't say it. Those ones did. I know you don't like the noise, it's not my fault. It's worse, OG RE or this? What are you talking about? OG Resident Evil is fantastic. Barry, you're so optimistic. Let's move it that way, huh? Makes you wonder what's over on the left. Also, I went very Scottish and said you instead of you. Oh, nothing. I see. Pardon me. Speaking of which, next week we'll also be starting Resident Evil 2 from 1998, I think? Like 1 was 96, and I think 2 was 98 and 3 was 99. Stores look oddly suspicious, like maybe they're enemies. Well, I might use like a random item, an espresso or something, just because I want room for more rubber bullets. Hopefully the next drops I pick up are those. Okay, good. It's called The Last Stand. What kind of, like, how does it play? I don't remember even getting a press release about it or anything. I'll look into it after the stream for sure, but I'm just... It's something to talk about while I'm going through endless hallways that all look the same, shooting the same two enemies. Cappuccino fragments, huh? I know that's not what it said, but that's what I read. Remember yourself. Then was all over the shop. None can withstand the psycho cannon. That's what it's called. Wait a minute. That sounds suspiciously like a game I've played. Doesn't it have like weird kind of Minecraft but shell shaded, it's hard to say with my accent, shell shaded kind of looking and toilet humor and that kind of thing? Unless it's a follow-up to that, of course. Well, there's a stack of chairs in here. I think we're getting warm. One at a time. There's only room in the doorway for one of you. No crabs. They're the exploding ones. Video looks good. Can anyone in chat watch the video that he's put in Discord to confirm? Oh, that's not the same then. The one I'm thinking of, you are immune. Can't remember the name of it. The intro was like your pregnant mother giving birth to you and then she gets eaten. Or eaten and then gives birth, something like that. Yeah, this is a boss. This has to finally be a boss. Wait, is there storage? Yes, there's storage. And mysteriously, a payphone propped up against the wall. That is a Resident Evil noise, if I've ever heard one. It's probably good. Save and get in there. Reminds you of Death Road to Canada, but in 3D. What perspective is it? The first person is isometric. Isometric. Okay. I'm intrigued. It's a boss. Same arena. It's a boss. Same looking thing inside it as well until it hatches, I suppose. Is it going to hatch straight away, I wonder?
Zack, here it is again. A red tree and a translucent cocoon. I think we've reached the core.
The goddess of fertility will descend into Lucare, and then the sweet fruit will be ours. Destruction is the first step to creation. Lisa's death sent everything into motion. There's no stopping it now. Her death proved how determined I am, how dedicated I am to all who trust in me. Galena and Lise, their deaths were not in vain. They led us to the harvest. The Clarkson blood curse will be washed away. Life must be sacrificed. Blood purge.
Can I get some blood purges in chat, please?
Blood. Blood. I need blood!
Oh god, the lag. It's firing seeds at me. Like gigantic sunflower seeds. Oh my god, the lag is getting so bad. Please, just get her to the next floor. There we are.
Galena and Lise, they're both dead. I can't turn back now! The Red Soul can't die here. You can't erase.
Oh, I hope it doesn't spin.
It. Blood purge. The blood purge. We will create a new world. A new generation. The blood must be purified.
Then are you crazy? At least it isn't spinning. It's not the same boss again. It can't be. That looks very, very similar but slightly different.
That's the true self you worked so hard to find. I'm sorry, Lena. I gave you far more credit than I ever should have.
The Clarksons have always been the chosen ones, proud souls, divine life-given form. But at some point, that blood became tainted. So I decided to reset it. I need to
That was a hell of a
purify
dodge
this
from
corrupt
York
blood
there.
for the one I love most.
This is Persona, yes.
After
It's kind of
I
like
left
reverse
home,
Persona.
I met the Red Soul and acquired a guide. And so I created the red powder and became an apostle for the red magic. The red powder transforms the body from within. It creates empowered souls, and mature souls are the greatest offering one can present to the goddess. Lise and Galena didn't lose their minds. They both died with honor.
Died with honor. Just how deluded are you? Dismembered them and strung up their bodies in the name of vapid symbolism. Where's the honor in that? So what if they said they wanted to die? Cultists have been saying that for centuries.
Silence! You will impede us no longer. You're always so smug. Oh, how I hate you. This is the last you'll ever see of my plan. Now die!
I'm sensing wind flapping attacks, perhaps? Oh. Fire attacks. Just gonna stand there and let me shoot you, huh?
Back to dust you go!
Oh, to run with it. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure. How? I'm not sure how you were supposed to dodge that.
No one can stop my plan. This can't be happening.
Well, he just kind of stood there most of the fight.
Supposed to be invincible.
They're not dead yet. Kill him before he does the... Her, sorry. Does the spinny
No
dealy.
one will be left to tell you about the plan.
Well, to be honest, I think the form that she changed into is kind of, perhaps, insulting.
No. How could I lose? But it's too late. No one can stop my plan. Now. Not even me. Red.
You know what we're going to win for a reward for winning the day is another 40-minute conversation between Zack and... What's her name? Belle? Belle. I think it's Belle. Maybe her name isn't Belle, but Zack definitely called her Belle once, because I just remember the bit where he went like, "Oh, you're good, Belle."
Lena, let go.
I'll shoot you with Mr. Alligator.
I'm going to count to 3. Then you're going to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head. Got it?
See this? If I let go, the bomb in the fireplace will explode.
Do something smart for once, Lena. Detonating that bomb won't solve anything.
You're wrong, Agent Morgan. It'll give me the ending I've always dreamed of.
Leonard, you're wrong. Killing me won't bring back our family's prosperity.
No! I know I'm right!
You never change. Once you make up your mind, that single idea possesses you. It's almost like you're cursing yourself. Oh, my, always holding on to all your pain.
No! You're the one who's wrong!
When you first told me about the disparity between your mind and your body,
Is the man on the floor's son who had a sex change
didn't know.
and was ostracized as a result.
Stop it! I don't want to hear this!
But I always knew from the very start.
Stop talking!
There was something special inside you. I also know
What? Sorry, I know I'm
you
saying it
had
before he says it, but what?
intercourse with your older sister. Your own flesh and blood.
Shut up!
I just didn't know how to treat you. I'm sorry.
Didn't see that coming.
Stop. Please.
I never, ever hated you. I always loved you. From the bottom of my...
I said shut up.
Don't, Lena.
This is necessary. All of the corrupt blood must die. The Clarksons' blood must be purged. Then, the purity that's left behind can rebuild the Clarksons' legacy.
Is that the goddess of fertility?
Go and see her with your own eyes. You're an FBI special agent. Surely you can find her. No one can stop my plan now. Not even me.
No, stop!
That didn't really make any sense, but...
Patricia Clarkson.
Yeah, that's a little disgusting, the meat flopping from the ceiling. Oh, disgusting. Also very unrealistic.
Paul! Oh, Paul! Oh my God!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Agent York? Can you hear me?
What is it, Patty? Where's Melvin?
Well, I don't know. He won't answer me, and he ain't at the sheriff's office either. What should I do? You think he got caught up in some kind of trouble?
I'm losing his mind.
Shit!
Also, I'd just like to say that I called it that Patricia was a Clarkson ages ago.
I can't! Patty, I need someone at the Clarksons' house ASAP. I don't care who you send. They can also ask Daniel Clarkson about the details once they get here. And you should also call an ambulance, just in case. Got it?
Huh? Sure.
I'm going to head straight over to the sheriff's office, Patty. Let's meet up there.
Yeah, it didn't destroy any scenery, it only destroyed bodies. And skewered their heads on the chandelier, but not the closest chandelier, the one further away. Oh dear. A wizard may have done it. Like, really, a wizard may have done it. This is definitely loading back into the present day as well. Oh, I don't know. You guards just Don't care about the explosion, huh? Fair enough. It's a very long way to travel. I think fast travel might be the option here.
One lollipop. Two
You
lollipops.
just saw two people explode
Three
themselves.
lollipops.
Out.
Don't mind.
You deserved that. Where was that? There it is. Yeah, Corn is pleased. Oops, that was weird.
Zack, it appears to be closed.
Are
Let's
you
come back
serious?
Zack, it
Yeah,
appears
I
to
know,
be...
I
Let's-
heard. Alright, well, despite Melvin being missing and Patty presumably being worried, we'll just go have a nice night at the hotel. Why not? To get her HP back anyway. Plus, demons will probably start spawning soon. Might actually be on the hour, in fact. Xavier isn't hanging around today. The frame rate full stop. It's a wild ride that we're not allowed to get off. You mean the one that's like a statue on the chair? Yes. If you mean a random person hanging around, no, it's random to a certain extent. Hang on, what time does the police station open? Which is a weird question. 7 AM, okay. Another good thing about going to sleep though is that the other suit will be ready. His Iron Man armor. Good 8 hours. It's a healthy amount of sleep, I guess. Cleaning 0 hours. Is that going to be when it rolls over to 7 on the dot, probably? It's fine, we'll go eat breakfast and come back. I believe today I'll have the FK and the coffee, please. Let's treat ourselves to a seafood platter, why not? $24.99 and then $95. I can count and read. It's not even on his plate, it's just the coffee.
Thanks, mister. Next time you get a hankering for...
He sends all the food back. Yeah, he insists on like only liquids, no solid foods. Time does not appear to be moving when we're in here, so I guess we're going to wear this for another day. We'll probably come back here. The donuts and lollipops he liquidizes. And I don't mean like in a liquidizer, he has an acidic filled sac in his gullet because he's a xenomorph. The weirdest fanfiction you could think up for this game probably doesn't even pale in comparison, or does pale in comparison rather, to the reality in Sweary's mind. It's not just flavouring your spit, the lollipop gets smaller. Something must be happening. Do we have any lollipop scientists in the chat? There's some impressive skateboarding up those stairs.
Zack,
What?
it appears to be closed. Let's come back during...
It said it opened at 5, didn't it? Oh no, opened at 7. Okay. It's fine, it's about to open. So like 15 seconds, someone said, per minute or something like that. You could tell it was changing over because there was lag. Was there smoke in his hand there as if he had a cigarette, but he didn't?
Did you find Melvin?
Nope, I can't find either of them.
Either of them?
Yeah, when I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
Zack, we need to stop Professor R's plan no matter what it takes.
Wasn't it Professor K?
Relax, Patty. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for...
That also led to him taking his
And
sick
I'm
wife
sure
out
he's
of the
protecting
house.
your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today. I need to prepare a report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
But...
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef.
Sorry, is he
and a
inviting this little
first-class
girl to stay with him in his
concierge at
hotel
my
room?
disposal.
Is that what just happened?
And a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of
The
fun.
pixelated person is just like a random NPC.
But... Okay, I guess. Thanks, Agent York.
You're a lady, so you take the bed. Zack and I will be fine on the couch.
Well, York just admitted that he sleeps with Zack. Oh, I was just there, damn it. Well, when he reviews the case, I will definitely skip back to the other people. Yeah, that's fair. Oh dear, it's taking a while. What's everyone's plans for Monday while I'm not streaming? The reflections do lag, and what's most amusing is if they lag out of sync with the thing they're meant to be a reflection of, I think. Sleep and work, work. Oh yeah, for the people who are saying work though, that's not taking up literally your whole day. You've got an evening, or if you're working evening, you've got a morning or an afternoon. Even if it's a 9 till 5. Stuff and things. Fair enough. Watching YouTube. I wish more channels covered the obscure miniature games I cover so I could have other battle reports to watch that aren't just my own. For those niche games. Oop. Wait, is that Patty down there now? Yes it is, she did come in. Because before she didn't, I think. Making bread, nice. Sleeping. Oh look, it's all of chat when I'm not streaming on Monday.
Zack, the Clarkson family tree is nothing like we thought it was. We need to reorganize everything we've uncovered so far. She was so tired she fell right to sleep.
Yeah, I'm really tired too after I wake up at 7 in the morning.
Hey, Zack. I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Stick to the board, York. Stick to the board. Evidence organization start.
First, let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou. In a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi.
This is all true, yes.
The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zack, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
Swamp boat tour guide? Oh.
That's right. He's a crawfish farmer. And after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body.
Fortunate enough.
I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him. But if not for his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy. Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about, didn't we? Under very unexpected circumstances. Leonard Clarkson. He ran away from home, found his true self, then changed names. So, Zack, do you remember her name?
Yes. Wait, what? It was Lena, right?
Helena Doman. The townspeople
Oh,
called her
right.
Lena.
Lena is short for that.
She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now. Lena sprinkling down the red powder, corrupting every last pure and innocent girl in town. Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zack. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan. Well, her plan isn't complete yet, and I know we can still stop it. That's why we need to learn all we can about her.
Okay. Let's start with the red tree in our garden.
Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zack, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ?
A big bomb.
Correct. She used a miniature bomb. To tell you the truth, she surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself.
Despite being inside the chimney cavity.
Yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy.
What the hell is York talking about? He's an expert in economics now?
Zack, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing. But that doesn't make sense to me, and PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear.
I think Melvin may have done it.
Who?
I don't know. I think Melvin did it.
Unfortunately, we don't have the answer to this one yet. And it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case, and the final turning point for this story. You know it's true, Zack. I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
Okay. The Clarkson's eldest daughter will be Melvin's wife. Do we know? Yes. Yes. Maybe.
Hey, Zack. Do you remember PJ's last words?
These parts didn't get
This
voice.
means there's still one more person out there who inherited PJ's blood.
This is how the last chapter ended. Xavier on the sacks in his underwear. And the skateboard lady on bass and Wyvern on drums. And the priest / doctor on piano. So that's kind of like their end credits. Oh wait, or maybe not. No, yeah, it will be, and this is the lead into the next chapter.
Oh, fucking poachers, now I gotcha. Caught you red-handed.
No, I haven't used the bongos. I have no idea what they are. NSFW? What the hell? I believe that might be Patricia's mother, because that, I think, was Melvin next to her. Oh, maybe she's got Saint Rouge poisoning. Yes, Frank. I killed 11 squirrels. I feel uncomfortable. Yeah, these games do that.
Soon. I'm almost there. Just... Please, someone. Stop that noise.
Your baby turned to soup? I hate when that happens. Someone FK'd in the baby soup. Bestial growling. Okay, that's a little weird. He's got a lot more veins and 2 red eyes. What did you miss? Some weird stuff.
Oh.
I like that the subtitles have subtitles.
Let me try and summarize this. Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident. But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family. Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Sang Rouge.
That's right.
Wait, Simon still isn't back from the coffee pooping?
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything. Most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because
I think this is all
we
the
had
apartment
to.
he has, isn't it?
You had to. Whatever for.
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
Oops.
The goddess of fertility.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Not her. She was as beautiful as a goddess. But
You think he'd win, like, say... Pardon me saying that after the Greenville case, but...
she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void. And that void was threatening to swallow
Is this all a metaphor for Patricia's mother's gaping vagina? Struggling not to puke. Very well timed.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Are you okay, Mr. Morgan?
Elia Davis. So he was just calling her Belle like a southern belle, I guess, then? Because that Belle ain't her name.
Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world. Vague, elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen.
Well, I thought Patricia was goddess of fertility because Lena said Patricia Clarkson. But I think Patricia's mother will also be named Patricia.
But every now and then he adds an interval of truth.
I don't think they've said her name as anything. Oh no, they called her Candy, but Candy won't be her real name.
Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him. Instead of kicking your floor, perhaps it'd be wiser to invest in a soundproofing mat.
Are you irritated?
Oh yeah, you see, he does call her Belle. I knew I wasn't imagining it.
Yes.
Wasn't capitalized
Of
though.
course you are. You think we lack a common human trait, and that bugs you. We're crazy. Human refuse. That's how we look to you, isn't it?
I would never go that far, but you did surprise me. Just doesn't seem like the kind of attitude one should display when in the company of others.
Yes, we're sorry. We agree with you.
Candy can be a real name. I'm just saying in this instance I don't think it is, and it's a way to trick you. Or not give you the whole picture straight away.
It just made us remember a time when that noise kept ringing out, and we couldn't stop it. That flight from Newark Liberty to Seattle Tacoma. It was the first flight we took as FBI agents. The plane was shaking violently due to turbulence, and when we looked to the side, we saw a young mother cradling a baby with a frightened look on her face. We got worried, so we spoke to her. Then the baby started crying. It was so loud, we couldn't resist plugging up our ears. And since
I swear
it
he
was
hates
so
babies
loud,
crying on planes.
the rest of
Thank
the
goodness there's no more of
passengers
those
started
anymore.
glaring at us. At first, the mother and I waved our hands, trying to quiet down the baby. But our efforts were in vain. It never stopped crying. The more our anxiety levels rose, the louder its cries grew, shrill and piercing, as if they were heralding the apocalypse.
I know those feels.
We were powerless, and the baby's mother was helplessly bewildered. Once the plane landed safely in Tacoma, the baby finally stopped crying. We heaved a sigh of relief and looked at the mother. Then she said, "Whose child is this?"
What?
We were shocked, so we asked her what was going on. Apparently, sometime after she boarded the flight, that baby randomly
Oh wait, is this a
appeared
reference to that other
on
game
her lap.
Swery made? Or the plot of that movie?
Then it ordered her to call me over, and kept sitting there, as if nothing was wrong. Can you believe that, Belle? Bizarre, isn't it? While we were talking, the baby disappeared. The being responsible for all that loud, grating noise
I'm very
simply
confused.
disappeared without a trace. Ever since then, whenever I hear a baby crying, I remember that bizarre experience. Well, what do you think, my fairy? Was it some sort of sign?
And she had no further comment on that.
By the way, you're still searching for Patricia, yes?
You don't need to worry about that. We're investigating. In fact, we've almost reached our goal. We just need to find some conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's the case. Hard to believe, though. After all, so far you've just been barking up the wrong tree.
Barking up the wrong tree.
That's right. You shouldn't be wasting time here. You should be out there, looking for her.
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No. We don't, but we can feel her. When we close our eyes and become one with the world. It's very faint, but we can see her. We can see.
What's up with this dude's forehead? He really likes Vegeta's forehead and decided to mimic it.
Are you trying to
He
distract
does
me
also
again?
have cancer and is dying.
Or do you really expect me to believe you're clairvoyant or something?
Laugh.
What do you think we are, X-Men?
That's a reference.
It's metaphysical offender profiling.
Oh, is that all it
He
is?
actually asked me where Patricia is? Does he have full confidence that we'll never find her? Fine. I can deal with that.
He might also just have no
asking
patent
everything
baldness,
I can
yes.
about the Le Carré case. So you think Galena was murdered by Helena Doman, Her own brother?
No, not her. Galena was someone else.
Then who killed her?
It's written in the report, isn't it?
Yes. But I'm asking you. Would you mind answering me in your own words? You see, I find your entire story highly suspicious.
It's a complicated matter. Extremely complicated.
That's fine. Oh, I can finally ask him about the milk. This is a turning point.
This square area enclosed by milk cartons, is it another sanctuary? The more I look around, the more I feel like there's some sort of system to all this. The sanctuary on this table. The fireplace sanctuary. And the milk carton sanctuary. They all lead into the room back there. And there's one more by the window, and yet another by my feet. Are they signs? Or is this all some sort of path?
Hey, Belle. Is that a serious question?
Of course it is.
We're drying them out. We line the milk cartons up to dry them out, so we can turn them into Halloween decorations.
Halloween? It's only January.
This is America, land of the free. Got a problem with that?
That sounds like BS to me. Also, what the hell can you turn it into for Halloween?
By the way, how did the FBI find Lisa's body? After 14 whole years.
That's none of your business.
Are you saying they just happened to be investigating the Clarksons' cold storage warehouse by pure chance? That there was some undercover terrorism plot afoot there?
I said it's none of your business.
Well, then we'll just have to guess. It was an anonymous tip, a tip related to Saint Rouge. Did we hit the nail on the head, Belle?
Dark laughter.
But that's not what we want to know about. After all, the FBI gets hundreds of tips every day. Right, my fairy? It was always that way, even back when we were on duty. Here's what we really want to know. Why, out of all those tips, did you select that one?
Does that one can behind him say Batman? I think it's a DVD, but yes. And Paris Night. Paris, New York, and then something Jin?
Would you tell us that much, Belle? What urged you to make a beeline straight for this case?
That's none of your business. Don't let him draw you into his game. Stay calm, Aaliyah Davis.
Oh, don't have a choice. Got to do this one.
The future influences the present just as much as the past.
You're not going to ask where your coworker is?
You asked me why I spent an entire 2 days observing you before I came to speak with you. Well, here's why. Over those 49 hours, I observed the intervals between your actions, when you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action, and action to inaction, to action. People reveal everything during the intervals between their actions. For example, when you eat alone versus eating with someone else. The most
Yeah, you
prominent
don't use fork and
differences
knife when you're
always
eating
appear
alone.
when
I mean, who
someone
cares? Just
either
stuff your face into the
begins or
food.
finishes eating a meal. And since these are unconscious actions, they can't be consciously hidden. When you prepare to eat or finish eating, when you move in to clean up, when you pick up a book or close one, when you raise a cup of coffee to your lips. Human actions speak volumes. Not even the person doing the actions is conscious of them. That's what lies in those intervals. That's my modus operandi. And here's the conclusion it helped me reach.
You're nuts.
There's one other person in this house.
Ah, she thinks Patricia is here. She's probably
Isn't there?
right.
You're incredible, Bill. You outdid all our expectations. Impressive, to say the least. You're right, Bill. But only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far. You've got real talent.
Most of what... If this goes to court, I won't let you claim that your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little indulgence there.
Fine by us. We can even put it in writing if you want. We won't run or hide. Will we, my fairy? Where's the paper? I know I had it around here somewhere. Where is it?
Struggling not to puke is my favourite subtitle.
We're fine.
Hey, everything okay? What's
Oh,
going on out
look,
here?
Simon's not dead. He didn't shit out his
Don't
insides.
tell me.
He's just suffering from nausea. I was more worried about you. You were in there for quite some time.
Yeah, sorry. Ever since you got here, I've been all backed up.
Mr. Morgan, can you stand?
Is this a sign from the coffee? What could it be? What is it trying to tell me?
FK in the coffee, except it's not FK, it's Clarkson.
Is that a dragonfly?
Footsteps. Big footsteps. Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Close prison.
Some odd fella was following her around. Stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie. And she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess. Mentally.
Hello, Mike.
and
I would love a
physically.
buddy cop drama between York/Zack and Bigfoot.
That's why I created the holy red powder.
You okay? Hey.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired. Would you take us to get our medicine?
Sure. It's in the bathroom, right? Whew. Seems like he's calmed down a little. We should let him rest for a while.
One more step and I could have cornered Morgan, but so be it. I can still keep investigating even if the owner of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a piece of work. How can anyone have such bad timing?
Is this illegal
Why
for
do
them
you
to
think
search
he's
around? They didn't
trying
come with
to
a warrant.
survive so badly? What does he hope to achieve?
What do you mean?
He who has a why to live can bear almost any how.
No more Nietzsche. Please, just stop. I feel like my ears are gonna start bleeding.
Hey, Agent Jones, wanna know why I love Nietzsche's quotes so much? I first discovered Nietzsche in a shelter after Katrina. At the time, I was shell-shocked, hopeless. I wanted to die. How could a 13-year-old girl go on living alone with her little brother? Then, in that shelter, I met a college professor. His
So
school
she's a
was damaged
Hurricane
by the
Katrina
hurricane
survivor.
too and got closed down. He also lost his family and was living there in the shelter just like me. So we gradually started spending more time together. I'll never forget the 3 months I spent with him.
She got into a relationship with a priest? Oh wait, no, he wasn't a priest, he was a doctor,
loved
right?
Nietzsche.
Or something. A lecturer, teacher.
And out of all of Nietzsche's quotes, there was one from Thus Spoke Zarathustra that he repeated over and over again. Better know nothing than half know many things. Better be a fool on one's own account than a sage on other people's approbation. I thought it was a strange quote to hear from a college professor, you know?
That was it.
Why would he think it would be good to be a fool? But I understand what he meant now. He was trying to encourage my little brother and I, so that we'd be able to bear the weight of the victim label that was about to be slapped onto us, so that we could go on respecting ourselves, without ever succumbing to all the patronizers. After that, my grandmother in Lafayette took us in. And that was the last time I ever saw the professor. But whenever I quote Nietzsche, my memories of him come flowing back into my mind, and they give me the power I need to keep pressing on. So I'm gonna keep quoting Nietzsche, just to make sure I don't forget my roots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I get it now. Nietzsche is to you what pizza is to me.
Jesus.
Sorry for giving you a hard time about it. You are free to go on
So,
quoting him
pizza
whenever
stopped
you
Simon
want,
from
of course.
killing himself.
I won't say another word.
Agent Jones, what the hell is wrong with you? How dare you compare Nietzsche with pizza?
Yeah, pizza saved his life,
come
apparently.
on.
Shouldn't you look after him?
I gave him his meds and let him rest.
Let him rest where?
In the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a pillow in it.
What? But why?
I don't know.
Because someone else is using his
It's in a
bedroom.
tub. I feel like I saw that once in some vampire movie.
I don't know what you're talking about. More importantly, how long has he been like that?
It's stage 4 cancer. He's had it for a while now.
No, I'm talking about his face. It looks as white as a sheet. You can even see all his veins. I've never heard of any cancer side effect like that.
Who knows? But now that you mention it, he started going really crazy around the beginning of December.
In what way?
He changed pizza places.
This better not be another joke.
It's not, really. It's not. Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
This is a conversation in a video game.
Red, huh?
You better believe it. He started screaming gibberish at the pizza boy and chased him away. Next thing I know, I see him toss the pizza box out his window.
Do you think that's when his fear of red began surfacing more prominently?
Beats me. I mean, there isn't a better Chicago-style pizza place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box?
He's trying out those milk cartons to make Halloween decorations. Just as a reminder.
I don't get it.
I'm trying to think, what could you do? Is that a real thing in America?
Were you serious for even a fraction of that story?
In January, yes, yeah. The start of January, it's only just been New Year's Eve, I think.
Let me get one thing straight. You started this investigation based on an anonymous tip, right? What kind of a tip was it? Phone or mail?
What does that matter at this point?
This may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details.
Me too.
Especially during the most vital times. For
Don't
example,
give an example.
You know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense.
A
When did I
milk
last
carton
cut my
wreath?
hair? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to. It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope, postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it, a wrapped sample of Sang Rouge, and a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons. FK.
FK! FK in the coffee. Oh no, he's still alive. Forrest Kaysen.
That's it?
FK in the envelope.
That's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip, remember? It's obviously just a
Unless, of
fake
course, that
name.
was Zack sending it and just did it for the lols.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005.
over there?
The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married, or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case. I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied
Why are you
now?
licking my hand, dog? What?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
Yeah, that all makes sense.
The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly, the mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons. And
So, why did you decide to take this case?
because it's my job,
Really? I don't buy it.
why not?
This
You
is a
aren't
chance to
just
learn more about
following
her.
orders
But
here.
she doesn't want to tell
You
Zack
got way
anything, so
too
he's
much
the means by which
emotion
we learn about her.
invested in this. Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I know how to see through lies. I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides, we're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause. That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask, go along it.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? Come on.
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab. He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations.
Okay, so now we know why she's so invested in the Saint Rouge.
He can't tell if he's dead or alive. If this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Sang Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
She's aware that camera is recording everything they're talking about, right?
I don't know.
Presumably. It's a really long camera. It's been recording for like 11 hours.
But I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire world.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13, Katrina took him, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already dealt with my past. Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the duty I've been given.
Yeah.
Hey, Agent Jones, I just want to double check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Just go look in his actual bedroom while he's in the loo, sleeping.
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel. But he's got an incurable and he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least. Over and over again, I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death. Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us.
Yes, the man is sick with stage 4 cancer.
14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned
If she's
her.
so sure she's in there, isn't that probable cause enough to bust in if there's a hostage situation?
He's trying to complete something big right now. Something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
Oh dear.
What is all this?
Well, at least she did go in. It's all body shaped. Oh, I actually have full control. I do, my god. No, I don't. I can only walk forward, huh? Okay.
Pictures of people from Le Carré.
Hey, look, it's people from the first game.
And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale. All the deceased have been crossed out.
Oh, spoilers, Marvin dies. Melvin, I mean, sorry.
Sheriff Melvin Woods? Lise Clarkson?
That's not normal.
Where's Patricia?
That's our altar. What are you doing?
This is not okay, correct. He presumably waited outside and saw Zack coming to investigate and didn't care. But is this us going back to the past now? I mean, have you seen the man crouch? He can crouch and move pretty damn fast. Someone should mod this so that in the Lucari parts you're playing as stage 4 cancer Zack, so you can skateboard around and have fun. Is he supposed to be that veiny? What's going on?
York! Agent York! York! Agent York! York! Agent York! Hey! Agent York!
Red Seed. This is where his trail of red
Agent
seeds
York?
started.
Hey! Hey, Agent York.
What?
You're Lise Clarkson.
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now. More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zack, this is the point where it all collapses.
What does coming back to where Lisa's body was, or was, yeah, where the body was, have to do with Melvin being missing and her mother as well? Also, didn't we already do this one time? Other than the red seats, which we ignored for some reason.
The growth is all missing from this particular section. It wasn't just cutaway. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned so meticulously, as if she wanted to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it.
Who knows? I don't know how long it's going to be left in the game. I can't imagine it would be super long. We're already like 12 hours in at this point.
But we need to figure out what's going on with this altar before we focus on anything else. Isn't that right, Zack? Zack, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape? This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zack, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me.
Who needs evidence when you've got a theory?
After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here, just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the end. Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zack? Is there any significance to these similarities?
Probably. It'd be one hell of a coincidence.
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
an active crime scene, nose hair man.
You already solved the case, yeah? So go on. Get your ass out of town.
Wow, rude.
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember? Every feller in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
You told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
Tongue clack.
Yeah, that's what I said, all right. What, you forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI, go and make
Language,
yourself
Chuck.
useful for once in your damn life.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that is.
Huh. Then stop acting all leery, like I ain't being truthful or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
So long, Chuck.
Zack, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
The goddess of fertility, Patty.
Oh dear, here we go. Did Paddy hear Hungan this time? Oh. Yeah, do you see that? No? Okay then.
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed, yet you remain in this town. Surely, you know why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you asked for.
They couldn't be asked animating Hungan for this one, so it's just a still image.
Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal, the entrance to the...
I don't think she can see any of this. She doesn't see the skeletal gentleman.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hungan. Hungan's oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zack. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it. The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans. We can't just round up every last old person. That's it, Zack.
I guess based on it being memorial
The
something.
French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation. Zack, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple
Oh yes,
metaphor.
of course, quite, yes.
especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be. Hey Zack, if the holy Allah needs to be filled, things must be dire. Imagine what would happen if the holy Allah were that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You, Zack. The holy Allah refers to a water tower, specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
Okay, 2 new objectives. Oracle decryption bonus, not bad.
Zack, what do you think the giant lady's finger
I think I saw it in a porno once.
I'm at a loss. I never
I would
thought
imagine
one of
it's that
Hungan's
fat lady's
childish
finger,
riddles
however.
would force me to think so hard. But, oh well. I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the Oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
What? Is there something on my face?
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal. So I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be acting or talking differently than usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zack, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally
It would have been
approaching
hilarious
the
if he just went,
climax here.
Zack, I don't believe her. Quest updated. So she didn't see any of that Hungan stuff then. That's fine. But that's quite enough madness for one session, I think. I'm going to go back to Casa de Pineapple to change my clothes. And then that will also end the session. But I'm not going to end early for YouTube just in case we run into some random conversation. This could be the final chapter. He said it was approaching climax. And this is set before the first game, this section, so nothing too bizarre is going to happen like the finale to the first one. Which is truly, truly bizarre if no one watched it. It's on YouTube as well. And the finale to that game is an experience. I don't think we're going to be fighting any building-sized plant farmers. Yes, Lord Gaben in his true form. Well, that's true, yeah. I do expect it to go off the rails, but it seems to be keeping lots of the weird stuff contained in the other world. Give me the suit. No one cared. What do you mean 0 hours? What time is it in game right now? Oh, I see. Okay, no, I think literally no time passed. Well, that's just peachy.